Give me a second, my camera's not on. Should be on. Why you not on? Why are you not on? So make sure you're on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yo, yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on to any and everybody joining up in this Good Friday morning? Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. And I don't really ever stream this early, but So forgive me. I'll say it early on. You guys already know I've said it too many times now, but I'm still recovering from my car accident. So I'm only streaming as long as my back um, can allow me to sit here without too much pain. So yeah, I'm gonna try to go for a little bit over an hour. Um, I'll let you guys know as things progress. I do have my heating pad and stuff, so I should be okay for a good time. What's up, OBG? GYN. Just listening while I work. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's usually what I like to do too when I'm listening to somebody live stream. So all good, no problems. Um, but yeah, good morning to anybody. I know I do have some UK people and people from other countries. So good afternoon or evening wherever you are. Hey, I like to be got there. What is it? Um, that's something I got from YouTube a while back. Forgive me. I can find it for you. Um, it's called the Super Mario World Ghost House Trap. Um, I like to find little stuff that people don't really know about or use. So yeah, you can find it on YouTube. That's where I got it. Um, I like to go for little stuff like that that don't have too many views that probably won't get copyrighted, and that sound good. So yeah, that's what that was. But yeah, man. So yeah, I'm happy to be back streaming. It's been a tough few weeks for me. I can't go to work for a while. I'm off work for the rest of this month, so that's a little tough. But hey, it is what it is. Things could have been worse. So, but thank you everybody for your support over these couple weeks. I appreciate everybody reaching out and saying kind things. You know, but trying to give it his all, but it's not enough. But it's not enough. But it's not enough. Um, it had that SNES feel. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. That's why I'm a big I'm cool with songs like with people rapping or whatever. But like I'm 31. I'm not old, but as I've gotten older, I like instrumentals. I appreciate beats more than anything now. So I have like a ton of like playlists with just like instrumentals on it where I just like listen to the beats. It's just relaxing, just cool, a vibe or whatever. I don't know a lot of us probably in here. I don't smoke, but when I was younger, I did. But it's just a cool vibe. If you wanna, whenever you're working or doing something. So, but yeah. So, Tower of God. Enough about me and everything. Let's talk about Tower of God. So, are we happy? Are we happy with the space that we're in right now? Because I am. You know, this recent chapter, we got back. It felt like we got back to the tower. That's why I named the chapter "Back to the Tower." It felt like we're going back to climbing. Okay, and we made an argument. Some people made arguments a couple of months back. That we would never get back to this point. It would be hard for us to get back to the point where like we're climbing and we're taking tests and stuff like that. It would be hard to get back to that point. And I agreed for bomb it would be right because for bomb to climb, obviously, at this there's two different type of tests. There's a test that you could take the administrator test, and then there's like the test for the regulars, right? And bomb's still regular, but a regular test, right? Um, it felt like Bomb was like he's way too OP, right? He's high ranker level. So it just felt like thanks, are you gonna do two screens? What do you mean? Am I gonna read the comments, Sleepy? Yeah, I'm gonna read the comments. I just wanted to, preface a little bit. Um or do you mean two streams? If you mean two streams, yeah, I'm gonna stream tomorrow too. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow. So I made a community post. There's a community post, and if you're not in the Discord, you can post in the Discord too. The Civil War Discord thread. If you're in the Discord, I would prefer you to post in there. I need you guys' favorite chapter for the war arc. So, for those who don't know, the war arc is 100 chapters, okay? From chapter 551, where Traumery spoke to Zahard and got the okay for the war to start, to 651, okay? 100 chapters, that's the entire war arc. So, I want to know everybody's favorite chapter, least favorite chapter, and your favorite art panel. Okay, those are the three things I want the most. So if you can post in the community post, I posted on this page, community post it in there, or if you're in the Discord, post it in the Civil War thread. Okay, I need those whenever you can get them to me. If you can get them to me tomorrow, whatever, just make sure you do that for that stream tomorrow when I go live. I want to go over everybody's favorite stuff. I'm probably gonna post my favorite one later on tonight. My favorite because we had a lot of good stuff this out of 100 chapters, especially a lot of good art. So do you? Why's my thing not all the way tweaked out? There you go. Do you read the manga? Because I don't want to spoil you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Jerry. I'm one of the few guys who cover the latest, like the latest scans. I'm one of the few guys who do. So yeah, I'm all the way up there. I hope Bomb uses his hacks to revive Trom. Nah, stop it, stop it. Trom's cooked. Trom's cooked. Stop it. Is it Trom's time is over. And granted, we learned a lot about Tron, and I talked about this, last year when I was saying to a couple of people that after we got Tron's like flashback, to me it felt like we got all we can really get with Tron. Like there's not too much more to his character that you can really add. Like there's no attachments to him. You understand what I'm saying? Like with Gustang, obviously there's any. Um, so to me, for the story, it didn't make sense for Gustang to die because a lot of us were arguing when before the war arc got like to its peak, who would die? Like would it be Trom? A lot of us thought maybe that Bomb would maybe make it settle into like the middle, like they would just settle and be friends. And it kind of even seemed like that during the chess match, right? And we thought that maybe some people thought maybe it'd been Gustang because Gustang is the one causing chaos. Um, so that's kind of what caused the zookeeper landscape and the librarian landscape. I'm in the librarian camp, and I know a lot of people are zookeepers. As he kind of called, I'm a zookeeper. I can't believe Steve did my guy like that. We had the zookeepers. And it was an I'll definitely give Travis props. He had an impressive showing during the war. I definitely thought his power scaling, his whole look actually when he went full power was a lot better than Gustang's. But as far as the story goes, I always thought that Gustang had more to the story because of any. He just had more going with him. His connection with Blossom, like it just felt like that to me. So if anybody, I thought he would go. And he went out in a sad way. I still, it's whatever. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't. But hey, he went out the way he went out, right? Who do you think V is? Why? What do you think about V living inside a bomb? Um, I have no if ands or buts about it, really, Jerry. I know a lot of people don't like it, and they like to use the JJK or Naruto thing. I don't care about it, honestly. The soul being trapped inside of another body, concept has been used over and over in a bunch of different manga and manga over time. So it's a common thing at this point, and I don't have a problem with it. Like and this is like people constantly refer to Naruto because of Minato or whatever, but I don't have a problem with it. Like it's cool because this is more sinister than that. Like V has his own goals and his own things he want to do. So as far as like comparing it to Naruto, like no, like these like Bomb's nature and V's nature are completely different. And V has a lot of secrets and stuff that he needs to tell Bomb. So I'm like hyped for that. Whatever he's going to reveal to Bomb because he just relinquished control this chapter, right? Where he relinquished control, gave Bomb back his body, and now Bomb can see the flow of Shinsu, which is kind of lit. But I'm pretty sure that's connected to V. So I wonder if that's like you know and what do you guys think about that whole thing with V and Bomb? While we're here, um, do you think that's how I thought maybe that's how V views the world? Like he can see the flow of Shinsu, like even like that was the gift that was granted to him by the God of Guardians. That like that's how he sees everything. And now it's like kind of transferred to Bomb now that he's like completely awakened. But he says like we can become anything. Like I have no idea what that stands for. That threw me for a loop. I don't know what that means. But Yeah, that whole part was very interesting. I actually didn't think V was ever going to relinquish control, but we were talking about it in the Discord earlier this week that you know, V doesn't want to control Bomb. Like, there are some people with different opinions, but a couple of us believe that V doesn't want to control Bomb. V wants to be in the passenger seat while Bomb drives. Like he doesn't necessarily want to control Bomb's body and slay the family heads. No, he wants his son to do it, but he wants to watch it happen. So I think we're gonna get like this weird kind of training arc thing, which also is kind of like a lore dump for Bomb, which is gonna be an interesting dynamic. And I'm glad it happened this way because we talked about it before. Even after the war would end, Bomb going back to his friends at the strength level that he's at is just weird, right? Like he's way too powerful to kind of climb with them at this point. So there needed to be a way for Bomb to get away from them, and it's kind of happened in a good way. Now I don't want a Bomb rescue arc. I know that's the popular thing everybody's saying right now. Bomb rescue arc, blah blah blah. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I know Coon's looking for him, but I don't think it's to his benefit to go looking for him, right? I don't think FUG is going to touch Bomb's friends, of course, but there's also the fact that Gustang's going to help him. But Gustang's going to have a massive target on his back now, like bigger than before. It's not just going to be Zahard, targeting the Gustangs and his family now. You're going to have other family heads who rock with Zahard, getting into it now. Being it's going to look like that, Gustang killed Tron. So, if she was going to kill Tron, we should have got uh, Drake crash out level of fighting Gus and puts him down. I feel you. Do you think he let Bomb have his body, or is it inside his own body type of thing? I think he just let him have it back. Again, I think he's. I think this is going to be a teaching moment. Like he's going to teach Bomb how to do what he can do, how to control his level of power, how his Shinsu tension. All that's going to be taught to him, and he's going to try to probably convince Bomb to become the killer for the family heads. But we know Bomb's nature, so we know that's probably not going to work. But it's going to be interesting to see the conversation. Do you think V knows that that's his son? Yeah, 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 yeah. He absolutely does. Um, yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't. I don't think he views him as that, but I think he does know. That means it's a family member that's helping their regular, so that means that it can become stronger than Urek Mazano. Correct, correct. I think, and I think he has to. Um, I would have preferred V to take over permanently, get Bomb away from those regulars. They suck anyway. But if V wants Bomb to remain in control, hopefully Bomb gets lore dumped to see that he is wrong and change his thinking a bit. Right, that's what I'm hoping for. Each, um, I was hoping for more of a um. So Bomb needs to understand why V and his mom have created him, and he needs to understand what the family heads did. Maybe we get to understand what happened to Arlen because that's one of the biggest, what we call the seven. I call the seven wonders of Tower of God. What happened to Arlen is one of the seven wonders. Like what's happened to Arlen. So maybe we get an idea of what happened to her. And obviously, one of the key lore things that we did get that kind of wasn't directly told to us is that V didn't kill himself. V did not kill himself. V died, but okay. V didn't necessarily kill himself, and there's no way to he didn't. Okay, that's incorrect. V didn't run away. Okay, he didn't run away as and we don't know if he even committed suicide. We don't know. I can't say that on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. We don't even know if he did that because Gus Dang said he confirmed the body. You know, he confirmed V's death, which is one of the biggest questions. Just like, well, if he kind of ran away and then he passed, and then Gusting was able to confirm his body's death, it's just like, okay, it sounds like he got jumped. If you ask me, it sounds like Zahard, whoever was siding with Zahard's crew, jumped him and they smoked him. And a lot of people were saying that letter that was left for her was written by Zahard. I think that's a pretty accurate, guess to what happened. Um, because it makes no sense for him to leave a letter and then go get smoked. Like you could have just said, "I'm gonna go fight them by myself and get smoked." Like no, he told her to go back to her friends, but that doesn't make sense. Given how he wants revenge, given how he wants revenge, it just doesn't make sense. So that letter is fake. It was crafted by somebody. I believe it probably was a heart. Um, do you think the family heads have a wait? Do you think Bomb's family head level now or no? No, 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 no. I don't think Bomb is. I don't think Bomb is. I think V. I think V is. I think V is at the cusp. Like V one tapping Trom is a feat. It's a massive feat. Like V one tapping Trom, in a body that he's never taken control over, and using his power, he absolutely like. I think he's V is. I don't think Bomb is. Um, but there is the Tron was tired thing. I get it, but he still did speed. He did speed blitz him and get behind him and tuck him out. Like he did. He did that. So I think B is, but I don't think Bomb is. I know it's weird to say that because they're in the same body, but who's fighting matters, right? Like you wouldn't say that when Minato was helping Naruto, that the Minato inside of Naruto was at the same level as Naruto. You would think that Minato is stronger. Same thing you would say for Sukuna inside of um I forget the main character's name. Um Sukuna inside of you know what I'm talking about in his body. When Sukuna got outside of his body, Sukuna was different. Like he was blowing up the city, right? So it's the same concept. Like I would take it the same way. Um, do you think the family heads have been in balance? The ones that followed Sahara and the ones who sided with V, and now family heads and walkie saw scheming will start. So what family heads sided with V? What family heads sided with V? That's the question. My do rag all fucked up. What family head sided with V? We don't know. I don't think there was any. I think it's pretty evident that when we got this chapter, when the previous chapter was that basically in order to become a king of the tower, which is the family head, to become a family head of the tower, you had to sign you had to do the immortality contract and lose your feelings or repress your feelings. So anybody who signed up for that, to me, that means that they sided with Zahar. They were okay with what Zahar wanted to do. So I don't think there's anybody that was siding with V at that point. Now do I think there's somebody siding with Gustang? Yes, I do think there are people who side with Gustang. There, and Yori mentions that. I don't know if you guys remember. I'll pull up the chapter real quick. And we can start getting to the review comments. But I'll pull up the chapter for those who don't remember. But there is somebody who sided with Gustang. Let's get there. No. What chapter was that? This is the floating ship. So that chapter had to be a little early on where they're at the station. Yep, here. Here. Yuri's still here. Yep. So it would have to be a little bit less than this. Give me a second. I just want to pull up the chapter so we can see that. That's Robodon. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here it is. Da, da, da. I love this chapter too. When Yuri and Tiara were best friends and they were drinking, I absolutely love this chapter. It's so good. Cat, don't come in here with that. Here comes my cat. All right, so chapter 589. Yeah, it's gotta be 589. And this Icarus stuff. Oh God, I forgot about the Icarus stuff. We gotta talk about the Icarus stuff too. We absolutely have to talk about the Icarus stuff. It's not 589, then it's 588. It's not 589. Yeah, we gotta talk about the Icarus stuff too because that was like a question that was thrown in a couple times, but we never came back to it, which bothers me. Um, I was hoping that Tron was gonna ask about it or say something about it, but he never did. It's just another plot point that we didn't talk about. And one thing that I mentioned in the Discord that bothers me a lot and still bothers me is that I don't know if so many people realize, but Trom didn't react to being attacked by V, and that bothers me because now Trom's dead. I wanted to know how Trom would react because we saw how Gusting reacted to seeing V, right? We didn't get Trom's reaction, and it kind of got skipped over in the midst of the chess game. Like I don't even know if he know who attacked him. So that bothers me because I thought that there might have been something between Trom and V, and I would like to see Trom's point of view with that, but it never came, which kind of sucks. Damn, there's a lot of stuff in between, so maybe it's not 587. I'm looking for this, so I might not find it. I may skip this if I don't come across it in the next. Everything but what I want to find. So they basically got skipped over for a while. Yeah, because then they popped up on the field. Hmm. Robodon versus Hugo. I forgot about that whole fight. Hugo got massively diffed. Massively diffed messing with that man. Alright, I might skip it. I was just looking for that chapter, but I can't seem to find it. There's so much stuff in between. Jeez. Yeah, so much stuff in between. Alright, I'll look at this last one and I'll skip it. I think it's this one, but could be wrong. Ah, here it is. Yep, I did find it. Yuri. So let me ask you something. What is the Pobayabito family? Does he think he can take the 10 family hit all by himself? Why did he start a losing war in the first place? A losing war, as far as I'm concerned. Are you sure? Okay. All right. Yeah. So this whole part, I'll show you guys in a second. Let me catch up to the comments real quick. How much has Fug educated Bomb on his history? I don't recall ever seeing that detail. They haven't told Bomb anything about like himself. I don't like ever. They were more focused on getting the body prepared. Um, and obviously that's a Lustlek thing because the clearly Jin Song didn't know, which his reaction was priceless. Um, but oh yeah, what do you think about Kun's sister being shown in the last panel? Oh, Maria. First of all, Maria's a baddie. Okay, Maria is a baddie. Okay, let me put that out there real quick. Maria is a baddie. Okay, I don't like Machete. I am not a Machete fan, and I know a lot of people are Machete fans. I am not a Machete fan. I don't think Machete's fine. Maria is fine. I see absolutely why Kun crashes out for her. Like I see it. I see it. Okay, let me just put that out there. I think that Tower of God game spoiled everything with V versus a hard. I haven't played the game, so I don't know. What does it say, Pace? We still have his daughter, and Gusting still has Wingnam ring based off of that. I know he would die. Oh, okay, gotcha. As far as how Zahard killed him, oh, did he? Is that in the game? Interesting. Well, you feel free to share. I don't care if it's a spoiler or not. It doesn't matter to me. As far as how Zahara killed hope you're feeling better, man. Long time watcher. Thanks, RJ. I appreciate it, man. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I got my heating pad behind me. I should be already do a little a nice little stream today. Um, his name is Yuji. I thought I was gonna say Ichiji or some silly like that, but yeah, Yuji. Yeah. Um, no family head sided with V. Graham said that there, for some reason, all the family heads sided with Jihad. It was literally just V and Arlen versus the other 11. Correct. I don't think the family heads would side with V after Enkidu lies on his name. Right. That was kind of like the turning point, right? We got that confirmation when Amweez died. And they said that basically all the undecided ones, which would seem like Eduan and maybe um Yi Rang, who were undecided, maybe they pick sides after Amweez's death. Definitely Yi Rang, because she was like Amweez's best friend, right? So basically, you're saying V's gonna sit back and eat popcorn. Basically, he wants to, yeah, he wants to watch his son murk the family heads. Like that's kind of what we got from that. We got Icarus with Rachel before the book too. I have been curious how that plays out. Yeah, I'm so sad that Rachel didn't react to seeing V either. Like we got like none of that. Like there's been a long time standing that there was a connection between V and Rachel, but no reaction, no reaction. Um, what chapter are you looking at for? I was looking for. I got it now. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Duh, 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 comments. I got it. I got it. I got it. Nope, that ain't it. There we go. So this chapter, I found it. I found it. Let me fix my camera box real quick. Don't want to be cut off. Okay. So this chapter, this is 583. So this is the chapter when Yuri was criticizing Gustang. Um, what the heck is the Poe beat out family leader thinking? Does he really think he can defeat the other 10 family heads all by himself? Why did he start a losing war in the first place? And then Tiara says, a losing war, as far as I know, our family leader would never start a war that he can't win. I'm sure he has some kind of plan. Are you saying some of the other 10 families will help him? She says, who knows? And I'll tell you what will happen. Jihad's forces will be the ones truly left alone at the most crucial moment. What does that mean? And I also thought this was bullshit. If y'all remember this, even Jihad's princesses alone could defeat the combined army of the 10 families. I thought that was complete bullshit. Like, sorry, you're not gonna convince me of that. You're never gonna convince me of that, Yuri. Sorry, that's cap. That's cap. No way I believe that shit. Get the fuck on. No way y'all can do that. Like no. Sorry. Not gonna convince me of that. Um I have to sign in a sec to pull up the comments, but yeah. So Tiara is under the impression that apparently Zahar's army is going to get left alone at some point, which makes it sound like that Gustang does have an ally that can't necessarily come forward now. Now, I think that changes with Trom's passing. There's going to have to be like a meeting of the family heads, which is going to be epic, and we have to. We've seen meetings before, right? We saw the meeting in it was in the 500s. I think it's in like between 540 and like between the periods of 540 when they talk about what they're going to do with Bomb, right? And Trom's the one that says that he's gonna, basically try to take Bomb under his wing. But um they're gonna have a serious meeting, a gathering of the family heads. They're probably gonna gather on Zahar's floor and they gotta talk about what to do with Gustang and Tromari's passing. The biggest question is gonna be, well, how did Gustang get around the immortality contract? Well, he played with he played with him with a game. The administrator took it because of the game, and then Tromari lost the fight. Well, incorrect. He didn't lose the fight. He lost the chess match, and then he committed S-side. But regardless of what happened, it made him immortal. So he could have died, regardless of whether it would be regulars that killed him, or Gustang, which Gustang was very close with the fire attached to the oak bee. He could have probably most likely killed him if it wasn't for Urek. But we're not gonna play that way. We've already argued about that plenty of times. But they're going to have to talk about like how the immortality got taken away, how Traumarie died, because I don't think they're going to bring up that Traumarie smoked himself. Like I don't think that's going to be the narrative. The narrative is Gustain caused his death. So I wonder if like we see any inkling of who could be on Gustain's side. I have no idea. Personally, I think it's Ed. I think it's Eduan. I think Eduan's on Gustain's side. Why do I think this? Well, because Machini has done things against Traumarie, right? Like the releasing of Leviathan, like getting to Leviathan, that was a Machini thing. And Machini, to my knowledge, is loyal to her father. Now she wants to go to war and shit. We know that she wants to go to war, and she's um is also her brother the staff master. I can't think of his name. I always call him the staff master. Um, you guys know I'm terrible with names, but I think they're pretty loyal to their father, if you ask me. So I think it's Eduan, um, but I could be wrong. But it'll be interesting to see the meeting of the family heads where they talk about like Traumarie's passing and what Gusting has done. Um, a lot of people are talking about blood matter because Hindola blood matter and Traumarie were really good friends, I guess. I don't I don't I don't know. Like I don't know if that's gonna be a like I only say that because there are a couple things that have kind of been skipped over and they don't necessarily really make sense that we've been told before, right? So and yeah, I was talking about Senio. Thanks, Ichigo. Um, so like remember that like the Hidden Grove killed one of Traumarie's sons, right? It was supposed to be like the eighth son of the Lobopia that died, and Traumarie was upset about it. That can still be true, but we never got any real details behind that. And being what we know about Traumarie, it just doesn't seem like Traumarie cares that much about his kids. Like, he talked about it in the previous chapter that he cared about like Lobadan and Kieran, but after that it was kind of nothing, right? So when things like that kind of not necessarily get rolled back but don't get proven to be true, it's hard for me to believe that Hindolak and Traumarie are that close or were that close because we know Traumarie is a closeted guy. So I don't think that maybe Hindolak, maybe it's a one-sided relationship. I can possibly see that, but some people seem to be under the impression that Hindolak is going to be like really gung ho on Gustang because of him calling Traumarie his friend, a while back. So I don't know. I don't have no ifs, ands, or buts about that, but it can be a possibility, right? Man, what do you think about this other family that came out of nowhere that looked like Zahar's son and Uregman's, scared away? You talking about the revolutionaries, the Revs, the Red Dump Revs. The Revs are lit. They are the X factor right now. They're kind of like the wild card. We have no idea what their objective is. Now, Bellier has failed them. So that's kind of what I'm interested in them right now because before they left they said Bellier would handle it, right? That's what the boss, who we call the boss, that's or the captain, that's what he said. He said that Bellier, it's up to Bellier to handle it, which is probably Gustang and Traumarie were both supposed to die or both supposed to become mortal. That was the Revs. That was what they were. That was their objective. Bellier failed. Traumarie passed, and Gusting is still alive. So I don't know if they punished Bellier. Well, but then we also know that Proust said this previous chapter that they looking to weed out any of the traitors. So how does Bellier get punished? But I was talking about this in the review. It's a bit of a contradiction. Bellier trying to kill Gustang and Traumarie was forced upon him by Gustang. So it doesn't really make sense to punish him for a task that Gustang set him on. So Proust saying that they're going to punish their traitors. I wonder how Gusting handles that. Like, does he ignore it? Because, like, obviously Bellier's not even battle. He's not even battle tested. He's not even strong. So it doesn't even matter to really kill him. I mean, he is a bit of a. I don't even. Like, I thought he was smart. I don't even know if I call him smart anymore. Um, but he's kind of like a nothing at this point. So I don't know if it's worth even punishing him. But he did fail the revs. So I wonder what their reaction is. They're probably like, we shouldn't have trusted him, which they probably shouldn't have. But he's also from the red light district, so it's interesting. But the revs are like the wild card, Jerry. So no idea what they're going to be up to. I did say in the review, though. I did say in the review, Lobadan and Yama may hunt the motherfuckers. I do think that. I do think they should. You saw how Yama is still traumatized about Doom's death, right? He's traumatized. Like he's still, he's still stuck about it. Lobadan did lose some brothers and sisters. The turtle one died. Um, was there anybody else that I think that was it. I think that was it. And then Cha. Cha also has a bone to pick with the Revs because Darwin died, right? So Doom and Darwin died. So basically, there should be a kind of a coalition army that consists of Lobanon's army, Yama, and Cha. Now, Cha may go with, Cha can't even go with Bomb. I was about to say go with Bomb, but he's not going to go with Kun. I don't think he has no reason to. But he does have a reason to get revenge for Darwin. So there's probably going to be a little coalition army between Yama, Cha, and Lobanon. They may go hunt the Revs. That's going to be lit. I would love to see that, right? Um, that'll be a good side story. One of those. When we need to POV switch. I would love to see that side because I don't think there's anything else for Yama to do at this point. I don't think he's gonna go back to FUG. He has no reason to. The K9 people are free, so they do have kind of like a army there that's technically gonna be Yama's army. Then you have Lobanon's army. So yeah, they can go find the Revs and they can take them on. Like, and we were kind of about to get there. Like I did want to see Lobanon tussle with them, but so that's just another interesting part. Another tower of narratives. Another side that we may get to see. So, but yeah. So I'm gonna pull up the comments from the review. For anybody that new to the stream that doesn't know how things typically go, I do my reviews typically Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday for the newest chapter that come out on Sunday. I do my reviews and then I stream on Fridays and I review and read everybody's comment on stream. That way, people can get their questions answered. I don't necessarily like typing back to people in the comment section. I prefer to read them out and so that you can rewatch it and see what my opinion is in real time. So we're getting to that part of it. So I know most people are used to that. Let me sign in real quick. At this point, it's been kind of my formula for a while, but let's get to it. So I always say, if you haven't left a comment on the review, your thoughts on the chapter, do it now, so I can read it while I'm on stream. So. Alrighty, let's get to it. Comment section. Cat. Ow, stop. Hey, stop. You're gonna get out if you keep biting me. Comments. Let's pull those up. Start from bottom to the top. Make sure it looks pretty good, looks pretty solid. Okay. So let's see what the community thinks of what's happening right now. Nah. I mean, I wish he could. But nah, he just want to be loved on, and I ain't loving on him. Not right now. Needy cat. All right, Rohit. Rohit, I already replied to you because you are one of my T-bait, one of my main T-bait guys. I also do T-bait reviews. I'm gonna probably record my T-bait review today, and it'll be out tomorrow. So Rohit, if you're watching this stream back, or if you're inside or whatever, yeah, it'll come out tomorrow. So no worries. The whole accident kind of delayed everything. I was coming out with my red dump video theory. Um, I got the script ready. The script's already written for it. It's just I gotta record it. And that's kind of been the tough part. So, but yeah, T-bait review will be out tomorrow. So, Daniel, Daniel, I don't think you're in here right now, but Daniel says, I consider probably Dumas to be the strongest in family. So he thinks that Dumas is stronger than Proust. I have no idea. Um, it said Proust is the second strongest of the Pobidao, so he should be stronger than Dumas, but who knows? Who knows? Even if yes, Ratchet said he is the third strongest in his family, he's more like a Yukiura case where he's ranked number four, but his second transformation made him the actual strongest person at the moment. Okay, I can kind of see that. Um, Dumas does seem like he holds a unique position. I just don't think we visited Proust's character enough to judge that far. So I knew V will. I know V will teach Bomb. I said in the Discord, Bomb still has control of his body and mind. V is just a spirit. Teaching Bomb everything about his abilities. I also stated Bomb wakes up and he will have a massive power up for free. True, and that flow of Shinsu is technically couldn't be considered a power up, but we have to see how that works and how it matters in a fight. I think it absolutely will, but I had no idea what how he sees the world, how that's gonna help him yet. Um, can they really be punished because technically they're not traitors? It was on Gusting's orders. I know, Sleepy. That's just what Proust said in the previous chapter that he wanted to punish the traitors. So I don't know if they're gonna be punished. Um, V might go beyond his prime because he has a special body that can devour anything. However, Siu might put extra restrictions for V that he cannot use the powers of Bomb, who has a devouring ability, or any external powers only. Bomb can activate it when he is in control of the body. That will be a good plot twist to make V be very cooperative with Bomb. So what you're saying is V can't use Leviathan. V can't use Black Shinsu. V can't use the thorns. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know if I would stand with that. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Not yet, at least. But it could be true. Since V is now awake, he might go back to the floor of death to do something he did. He did say that. I could send a picture of his statement about it. I don't. Did he say that? I need to see that, Daniel. Yeah, you might want to. I don't remember that. AA will crash out. He sees Maria. I can smell energy from her. Like Coon family was there to be like, yeah, stop it. Devin, what's up, Devin? It's strange B is training Mom on his powers when he doesn't even know that Bomb can do it. Can do it. It's odd how the situation is. It is a weird situation, and um, but it's not one. It's hard. It's one that's hard to predict, and I like those ones, so I'm cool with it. Um, Deus Ex says V is clearly not just a spirit. He can take control of Bomb at any moment he wants. The thing is, he wants Bomb's body to become for him an easy life in the tower when he takes the body back to attack the other 10. Again, I don't think that V wants to control Bomb's body. I don't think he wants to. I think he wants to sit in the driver. He wants to sit in the passenger seat, but seem more than crack become bigger and more easy. Seem more the crack become bigger. Okay, he's talking about the crack inside a bomb. Bigger and easy it become for him to take over Bomb's control. Okay, I understand. He's basically saying that the crack inside of Bomb's body broke and he can control Bomb's body. This is why the chapter is called uh, Enlargement of the Rift. They're talking about the rift of the 10 family wars. They also talk about the rift inside Bomb becoming bigger and bigger. Okay, well said. Well said. Thank you, gentlemen, for your comments. I appreciate it, per usual. Moving on. Borzy. Borzy always has a nice opinion. I like Borzy's comments. Borzy says, I totally like the setup for what is coming in the future. I hope for a master-student dynamic between Gustang and AA. Yes, I said that in the review, right? Um, this I like Gustang in Coon's relationship. Um, Gustang kind of respects Coon in a weird way. And part of it, I think, in the beginning was like he was Bomb's friend, but he also like used Coon to kind of like set up the chess match and stuff. Um, because remember, Gustang had his own plan of how he was going to trap Traumery in a certain place, but it was never a chess match. Like, it kind of developed into that with Coon's help. So I think in a way they really work well together. And Gustang is a big brainy guy, and we know that AA is as well. Um, Actually, Gustang may be the brainy guy of the group because we know that he's like one of the smartest guys in the tower, but Coon is like one of the most clever. So it is I think it'll help Coon, become more of what we want him to be. Um with like the guy who outthinks everything and has plans. I'm not necessarily on the spell train with Coon, like when he used the white spell, I'm not necessarily on that board. But when Coon uses his brain to figure shit out is when like he's at his best. So I think working around or with Gustang will definitely improve him. Um, Maybe Gustang will be fascinated by the friendship between them and Bomb, like reminding him of the old days. Plus, I hope for obvious growth and strength that they need. Then we will probably see Yuri interacting with Urek, maybe even Bayek. Very, very funny that Yuri is the one with the most influential beings in the tower because she can order Urek around to an extent. Um, yeah, Yuri's got to be pissed that Urek failed in his mission, right? I mean, I know Bayek might be. We don't know Bayek's character yet, but Yuri's definitely going to be pissed. I like that we'll see. I like that what we'll see of Bomb and Fug. I think it's good that Lustig don't give a shit for Bomb and only sees him as a tool to achieve his master's dream. Because of that, even if Fug opposes the family hits, they're still shitty people who only care about their revenge, no matter the cost. This makes the writing very consistent because think about what we heard about Fug when they were introduced into the story. That's true. I don't have any clue where the story of Rachel is going, but I hope she will give some lore drops about her past. Yeah, Rachel has been really weird this entire season. I don't know what you guys think about Rachel. I think she's been pretty weird this season. Um, like the most she really did was try to unlock Kenkidu, um, but it really didn't lead to anything. And even her significance in this war wasn't really big. Like we didn't even really see her interact with the Revs at all, and we know she's in contact with them, but she didn't even interact. So I don't know what's happening with Rachel. I hope something interesting does, but it's a little bit disappointing that Rachel didn't get a bigger role in this whole thing. Um, After all, Siu likes her the most, and it felt like she didn't get that much attention. No, she didn't. She really didn't. Rachel's one of my favorite characters in the series, though. So it kind of sucks. So this would be a very good way to give her some relevance again. My opinion on the whole arc has to be delayed. I've read it back to back, and I want a good opinion. Some chapters get way better if you don't have a week for new stuff. But what I can say is that the best setup for a new arc, all of Tower of God, at least in my opinion, that this is okay. Thank you, Borzy. I agree. I'm happy that the direction is completely changing. I also would agree that yeah, again about Rachel, it's been sad. Her attention has been very menial in most of season three, but that's okay because season one, obviously, like chasing Rachel around was a big thing for a while. It's just I want to see her significance with other things not related to Bomb. So I hate Rachel. She's so lame, and she got a big power up too, and didn't even use it. What power up did she get? The three wishes. Yeah, that we ain't gonna talk about the three wishes. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. My boy Terrence. What's up, Terrence? Terrence says, Urek on his Big Mom mark. Yeah, basically, that's fair. That's pretty accurate. Mark, my man, if the Maria arc turns out bad, phew, I think the character of Coon is cooked, especially considering how long we've waited. You know what though? Being that Maria's design is good, I'm in a better spirit about it because the previous Maria art was terrible. It was only like really like a silhouette, a blurred silhouette, but Maria looks fucking good. Okay, so I also like her lance as a weapon. Um, and her even her character here, she seems like a really laid back, chill person who can fight, which is I can tell that she can easily get to Coon. Like she can easily like manipulate him just by her nature in these couple panels that we got. So I hope the narrative plays out well. I'm with you there, Devin. But so far, just by what we got from her, I have hopes of what her character is like. So we'll hold on some hope. Thanks for covering Tower Guy. You're awesome. Appreciate you, Yonda. Thanks, bud. Um, Hey, my boy, hey says Leviathan is still a part of Trom. I wonder if that will play a part in the role in the future. I hope we get to see a new family head face. It's coming to a time jump, so I hope CU shows us how the tower to immerse in chaos in a big way after Trom dies and the consequences of that. Didn't Gus didn't give her that fake bracelet? Yeah, but it's not necessary. It didn't necessarily. It was meant to unlock Enkidu, but didn't really do much. I don't think it's gonna become a thing, Jerry. Oh, excuse me. I don't think it's gonna become a useful thing. Um, he gave yeah like the real bracelet. Gus thing still has it. Um, so Leviathan, I think is just gonna be Bomb's power up at this point. I we did think that he would go back to Traumery at some point, and it will be interesting to see Leviathan's opinion now because we know Leviathan's whole existence he wanted to kill Traumery, but now that Traumery's dead, does Leviathan become like the nine-tailed fox and basically lives inside a bomb and becomes one of his loyal things? I don't know. That's likely, right? As far as a new family head's face, I think in this family head gathering that we're about to get, because we have to get it, we have to get it. Zahard has to bring the family heads to the table and say, Traumery is dead, because it's going to spread like wildfire, and they have to talk about it. So, in the midst of this, somebody's face has to be revealed. Now, granted, we did see multiple family heads in the flashback, so maybe we get to see the adult versions of these people, which isn't necessarily a reveal, but it is though. So I would like to see that. So if we get to see now the current Eduan, currently Rang, um, um, current Arihan, um, it was mainly those three, right? Yeah, if we get to see what they look like now, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. And maybe we get to see like a Urine or a Hindolak, one of those two, then that's okay. I'm cool with that. But there have to be some face reveals here in this meeting. It has to be. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking very, very forward to that. Um, and a time jump. There probably will be a bit of a time skip. I agree with Hay here. I can see maybe like a month or two, like aftermath kind of thing. There has to be. There has to be. I don't think it's just going to continue from here. There has to be like a build up to what happens, and we get to see like the reactions to everything, like Lobopia losing their floors. Um, you know, I still think Traumery is alive and didn't end yet. Oh, stop it, Kira! Stop coping with the zookeeper. Stop it. Um, but yeah, no. So I hope Sue shows the tower starts to immerse in chaos, right? And Trom dies the consequence of that. Yeah, yeah. All right, moving on. Thank you. Hey. Will Wilmaso says, Urek said he could lose to V and Luslek, which is the opposite of what the community has been saying. Okay. Just because V said at my prime, I can't tell. Okay. I wouldn't put too much stock into that, but I hear you. What he meant to say was, at my prime, I can't tell how badly I will beat him. I don't know. I don't know. I still think Urek's that guy. I still think Urek's that guy. So But if I said this before, if V can ignite Mom's thorns, then it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't see how anybody can defeat V if he can ignite the thorns. All right, we got Zenu's comment. Y'all know how Zenu likes to do paragraphs, so this is gonna be a fun one. Um, Let me see what Devin said real quick. When we reunite with Anik, I hope she is mad with Dorsey. You abandoned me, fam. Hey, look what happened. Oh my god, I'm scared though. I don't want another rescue arc over and over. I don't think we're gonna get a rescue arc. I truly don't. I don't think so. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But yeah, Anik is getting packed up right now, and I hate that for her because Anik's one of my favorite characters. So I hate that she's in this position. But Maria's fine though. I already told y'all, Maria is fine. Nobody can beat Ureg but Bomb. It's a hard. I mean, right now, as we know, it's a hard. Mark, I sent the picture. Bomb return the fuck. You sent the picture? Okay, let me go see what you're talking about. Real quick, Will Kick, give me 5 seconds, guys. I want to see what Daniel was talking about. Do, 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 do. The floor of death. I will definitely be back there. What panel? What panel was this from? What chapter is that from, Daniel? Just so I can read the whole chapter and the context behind it. Just put it in the Discord and I'll check it out later. Um, all right, we got Zenu here. We know how Zenu does. He is the master of text in the Discord. This is what we call him, the master of text. Is his title. Robodon versus Kieran hype. I'm siding with Robodon with this. Oh, sorry, Dumas. I'm about to say, what do you mean, Kieran? It seems like simping for a woman who like listen. We can't act like Maria ain't fine. We ain't gonna do that. Listen, do I need to do a side by side of Maria and Machini? Do I need to do that? Don't make me do that. I don't want to do it. Don't make me do it. Um, it seems like Robodon will begrudgingly become the new Lobopia family head, and there will definitely be conflicts with Kieran going forward. Uh, okay. We have to be very scarce in how we use the title of family head. Family head to me only is a title granted to those who weren't one are under the immortality contract and who are approved by Zahar. Robodon will become, I'll just say, the leader of the Lobopia family. I'm not calling him a family head. Sorry, I can't call anybody a family head who isn't necessarily a family head. I'll just call him the leader of the full Lobopia for now. So, I think that's a title that deserves respect. That's all. It will definitely be conflicts with Kieran going forward. What I'm curious about is what happens to Traumary's body. Does Kieran steal it and melt him to use a power up? Now that AA is working with Gustang, will Arya and Vincietti be freed? What about Rachel? We saw Yule a few chapters back, so will Rachel and Bellatrash um, leave to meet with the Revolution? It's not safe for them to stick around with Proust investigating the traitors. True. I agree. I agree. With that last part. As far as Rachel, yeah, I mean she probably runs, yeah. We probably do get to see Arya and Vincietti who have been on Gustang's ship. As far as the body thing, so I know a lot of people have been talking about this. I have no stock in this. A lot of people seem to think that there's something going on with Traumary's body. Whether it'll be used, whether it be, I saw somebody say it'll be necromanced. He's saying here it might be melted down, and stolen and used to like fuel. I don't have no if, ands, or buts about this. Right now, for me, I think Traumary has been in almost every chapter for the war arc. Okay, even before that in the Cat Tower when we got him. But the war arc, Traumary is there. You can't go like 3 or 4 chapters without Traumary being in it. So to me, the war arc was huge about Traumary. Okay, I think it's over with him completely. That's just me. But I think he's done. I think we may see his body buried, and there might be that. And it's possible. It's possible because if you follow my theory with the revolutionaries using souls to become stronger, technically speaking, if they're able to take Traumary's soul out of the flow of Shinsu and use it, however they are able to do that, believe me, it's a part of my theory with the red dump. I'm sorry that video would have been out if the car accident didn't happen, so you guys will understand more of what I'm saying. But if they're able to do that, then that would be a massive power up to the revolutionary side. But I don't have any if ands or buts about Traumary's body. Like I don't think anything's gonna happen with it. I think he gets buried. I think he gets protected. I think that's it. That's the end of it. Um, could it be like some people think it's like a parasitic thing that could happen to it? I don't think so. I think Traumary's over with. I think he's truly dead, and I think it's over with. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what everybody's opinion is of it, but I think it's over with. I think for characters like that are that dominant and that big, bringing them back or having them used in cheap ways, I stand kind of against that. So, and if it makes sense narratively, like I said with the revolutionaries, because I'm using my theory about souls, if they're able to use Traumary Soul for a power up, then okay. But we don't necessarily know that. It's just a theory I'm throwing out there. People don't have to subscribe to that. But I think it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's going to happen with Traumary. So, all right, moving on. Less like saying he doesn't have any affection for Bomb and V, not caring about that comment at all is hilarious to me. I don't care about it. I personally don't. I kind of understand Luslike's character at this point, and I know a lot of people were like offended by it. Like not offended, but they were like not shocked, but like kind of like thought it was funny that like Luslike doesn't give a shit about Bomb. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised at all. Like Luslike's nature is that. Like Luslike is on damn near obsessed with V. Okay, like that's who he was talking about when we first got introduced to him. That's all he cared about. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So, um, and it speaks volumes to me about how Lustig and V view Bomb. For Lustig, Bomb is simply a vessel, and for V, he's a tool to avenge Arlen. I don't know if I agree with the tool of Bomb part for V. I don't think I agree with that. Um, I think I said this earlier in the stream. V and Bomb are going to develop a father son relationship, but it won't be the loving father thing. Like it won't be the oh Bomb, watch out, there's something coming to attack you. It won't be that. It's gonna be more so of him trying to kind of manipulate Bomb, but also kind of try to play the father role. So it's gonna kind of be kind of like a distant, like if I could say like a stepdad role is like the closest thing I could say it. It's like he's gonna care for him enough to get the job done. Um, and it's not, and that's not that I'm not saying stepdads can't love their kids. Don't quote me for that. But you understand what I'm saying. Like a stepdad who meets a kid who's like 14 already, the relationship is a little weird. So I think it's exactly that. Like the relationship's going to be a little weird, but he's going to try to guide him to what he wants, which is what V wants. So, um, but he's not going to necessarily not care about him, but it's also like about the objective. So, um, okay. Just like how Gojo didn't come back on Jujutsu Kaisen, everybody thought that he was going to come back and overturn. Yes, Jerry, that's exactly that. Like, I agree wholeheartedly. Like, yeah, people were swearing that Gojo was going to come back and be in the story. Like, no, he's cooked. Like, you can't have dominant characters just be brought back just because he's popular in fandom. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. It's not good for the story narratively, in my opinion. That Traumary comes back that way. Um, does he have some more things to show us and tell us? Of course, but I think his death's reverberation has more of an effect. So, um, anyway, for Lust Like and Bomb, wait, a quick little theory. I don't think Juvial Grace is Bomb's birth name. Here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. Here goes Zenu with Zenu be having some wild takes lately, man. All right, come on, Zenu. Where are we going with this? I think that V's full name, and I think that's V's full name, and he took the Grace name when he married Arlen. Based on what, Zenu? Based on what? Since Bomb is V's vessel, it makes a lot of sense that Lustlike just gave Bomb his master's name. It seems V his having Bomb develop his power so V will be able to use Bomb's body more easily and reach what his prime was. I don't think that's the case. I don't know if that's the case. Like, do I think that V's gonna step in and use Bomb's body sometimes? Yes, but I still think what V said to Gustang before they were leaving is that Bomb is a tool meant to be used for revenge, but he also said that he wants to take revenge with Bomb. He said he wants to do it with Bomb. Not that he's going to take over Bomb's body and do it for him. He said he wants to do it with him. To me, that means that he wants to ride with him in it. Now, if Gustang, if V needs to take over Bomb's body a few times to kind of get that done and kind of show Bomb what he wants done, then it's gonna happen. But I don't. That's an idealistic goal that V has. Like he wants that. But if V needs to take over Bomb's body, I think he will. But I don't think that's not what he wants. He said he wants to do it with Bomb. The revenge he wants. I think the whole thing between Bomb and V, a big thing is they're going to talk about what happened and why V is in his body, why Arlen is possibly dead, what happened, why are they taking revenge. So he needs to get Bomb to understand. So, um, I don't trust V to say the least. When you really sit and think about it, Bomb is a hostage in his own body. Bomb is no longer free, and the freedom is something Bomb wants more than anything. I mean, you're right. I don't disagree with that. Lustlex, Laez Fire. I don't know what he said, but attitude towards the Bomb in season two and why he didn't interfere with Bomb at all is because he knew V would return one day, and it didn't really matter that what Bomb did. Even if AA comes to Bomb's rescue, V can take over. That's really an interesting dynamic CU created with Bomb. I agree, and people. That's why the there is no rescue arc. Okay, the rescue arc doesn't make sense because one, they don't have enough forces to take on Lust's crew. Again, Gustang has bigger priorities than getting Bomb back. Like the tower is after him. Hello, he killed a family head. He didn't, but he did. That listen, we when I all right. So going forward, when I say that the Gustang killed a family head, we know that he didn't necessarily do it, but that's what the story's gonna say. He killed a family head. He has a massive target on his back right now. He doesn't have time to be dealing with FUG. Okay, so yeah, no, that's cooked. I'm sorry. And what is Coon gonna do the fug? What is Coon and Dorsey and Rat gonna do the fug? Nothing. So what's the rescue arc gonna be about? Nothing. Like there is no rescue arc. Will they try to find Bob? Sure, but there's nothing that they can do. And so this flow of Shinsu thing, I said it in the review. I think that's something that Bomb's gonna have to learn. That may come back to haunt V. That may give Bomb dominant control over his body. Because if he can become anything, then that's what V said. Then maybe he can become the person that controls his body, without V's interference. He could possibly do that. Like I don't see if there's infinite possibilities to him learning this, then there could be a possibility that he's the controller of his body. So, yeah, I think that this may backfire on V a little bit. That's the only way. Bomb has to get control over his body to escape FUG, basically. But Coon and them being there, it's not going to do anything. So that's really why I don't agree with the rescue arc shit. I don't know if it's the art style or angle of her face. She looks mid. I'm sorry. I don't like. I do like her weapon though. That's okay. I still think she's prettier than Machete, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all good. All right. I called it. I fucking called that Maria was going to appear, and I didn't think it would be instantly. So yeah, I got to give Zenu his props. Zenu did in his prediction last week. He did say that we probably get to see Maria because it was promised to us that we would see Maria. After this whole thing, it was promised to us that Machete would try to made a deal to see Maria. So I agree, Zenu. Good job, man. He absolutely called it. Nobody thought it would be this soon, but he called it. I was going to appear, but I didn't think it would be instantly. I thought that AA and Shalile were going to talk about her. She looks really. Oh no, it wasn't Machete. It was Shalile. Excuse me, I was wrong about that. She looks really cool, and her lance is sick as hell. That lance is Huge, bro. Pause. Pause. That sounded so crazy, but y'all understand what I'm saying. I wish White would come back. Yeah, White was a great character, but we should see Vincietti since we're returning to the boat beat out ship. So at least we get to see a little bit of White, right? Simply for a woman who played feelings against AA. Listen, I don't care for AA right now. His character has not been that great to me lately. So yeah, I'm simping for his woman. She's the princess I'm most interested in after any, so my expectations are very high. I'm hoping that we get Maria and AA flashback. It's crazy that, excuse me, it's crazy that to think that we know more about the family his in their past than AA's. One of the main characters. We know there's some Alabama like rumors surrounding AA and Maria. Alabama is crazy, Zenu. You should have said Ohio. However, there's a blog post doodle of Maria and AA changing in the same room. That's weird as fuck. Let's not forget that AA's full sister offered herself when she failed to become a princess because AA helped Maria. True. She did offer herself. That's right. Yeah, AA's sister offered herself because of Maria. Let's not forget that. No, excuse me. AA is a paranoid that his cousin and foster sister Kaseya is coming for his neck. Yeah, she should be. Based on the outer version of her. I can smell another Maria victim. Hey, stop it. Maria is AA's Rachel. True. That's a perfect way to put it. Now we know Maria works for Machete, and what I think Maria is up to is to cause a war among the regular princesses, which will bleed over to the Ranker princesses. Yuri and Machete also. Hold on. Okay. Um, the Yuri and Machete also made a bet over their 13 months, but we don't know the details of this bet. I think Machete's goal is to collect all 13, according to Shibisu, Ari Rose, Zahar, and Hindulak. Glad married Zahar don't get along. There could be even more regular princesses we don't know about. I think so. I think there are. I think there are a ton more princesses that we don't know about. Um, Only because the ones that we do know about, they're strong, but the way that we just looked at the chapter 583 where Yuri's under the impression that the princesses can take on the 10 family heads. To me, that sounds like there's got to be a lot more princesses in the army that we don't know about that are ranker level. There are probably some blue holes in there. So I think there's a lot more that we know about that we don't know about, right? Um, there's got to be there's at least one in every family, but there's obviously more than that. Like so, yes, like we don't know anything about two Perry. Like there's got to be a two Perry Zahar, right? Um, so there could be even more. I can see okay. I can see Maria and taking Anik hostage and luring and Dorsey into a trap to kill her. Mm, no, I can't see that only because I think this if the, so if so I so I agree with Zenu. I think we are leading into the Princess War arc. I think we are leading into that. I think we finally are going to learn about Anne Dorsey's family. The Princess War arc, it's going to be about the princesses, right? I think this is going to center focus a lot around Anne Dorsey and where like her that's another seven wonder of the series, right? Where what Anne Dorsey family, what family she's from. I think that's going to be like a huge focus in it. So whether like okay, well, he's not saying that she's going to kill her. He says she's luring her to kill her. I don't know if there's a reason to. There may be there if there's anything that Maria may be doing, she may be trying to recruit princesses. I don't know if she has any reason to really pick on Anik, but she can be recruiting princesses. That I can see. Recruiting princesses to Machini's side. Because we know that like Shalio and them have already kind of sided with them, right? So if anything, she's recruiting princesses. I don't think she's going to be murdering them yet. So Maria, the twins, Anakin, and Dorsey versus the other princesses. What I really would like to see is my girl Elaine get some shine. Elaine has been forgotten. Holy, bring back Elaine with the regulars back into the picture. Now it'd be a great time to reintroduce Kun Ran and his team and Wing Nam's team and Sweet and Sour. And more than anything, I hope Anik becomes a main character and gets to relevant again. Let's let her be the POB for a while. Y'all know I love me some Anik, so yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Do you know what was funny when Gusting was talking about Urek when he said he like watching him because he's a wild card, so to speak, how he entered the tower, got stuck, and he can't get out. That's exactly right. Urek like yo Urek reminds me of like he reminds me of like in middle school we had this guy who played soccer um and he joined our basketball team. He never played basketball. He started playing basketball when he like with us during gym, and then he kind of tried out for the basketball team. And his only real fundamentals with basketball was like shooting the ball a few times. When he got to the team and started to understand the game, bro became our best player on the team like really quickly. Like his fundamentals from soccer kind of helped with his footwork, and when he like started to understand the rules of the game and like found how to shoot, bro was a star immediately. Like I felt jealous because it's like I've been playing ball since I was like 6. So my dad had me in league since I was 6. This kid was just talented, and he just joined and was just crushing everybody and became the star of our team. So that's kind of how I've looked at Urek this entire time. Like, I was like, damn, like I never forget that. My boy CJ, I ain't seen CJ since middle school, but CJ was tough. Like CJ was so tough. But yeah, that's kind of how I look at Urek, like my boy CJ. Like he kind of just came in and does what he wants, like and is just really good at fighting. Um, let's be fair. Maria exploited AA and his sister distant relationship. AA did see he doesn't have an easy relationship with him or her actual sister. Cut her some slack, Daniel. You jump into hate too much, buddy. Speaking of princesses, do you think some discarded ones in the red trash can? No, because what father would be okay with that? You understand what I'm saying? Like I can't see any of the fathers being okay with that being something that happens. Like locking their daughters up in in the can. I can't see that being something they're okay with. If anything, it would have happened to any, but that's it. I don't see it happening to anybody else. I can't see them being okay with it. So no. All right. And the end of Zenu's comment. This chapter is an 8 out of 10. Full point is because my goat Annie returned after 101 chapters, and we finally got to meet Maria. Siu has been teasing her since season 1. As for predictions, I think we'll see a bit more of the Anik front and the switch over to see how the family heads are responding to Traumary's death. I honestly think Zahara has no choice but to order Anne Dorsey to take care of the 3 orders herself. I also think we'll get the um brief Rachel POV. Okay. Well, Zenu cooked per usual. Appreciate you, buddy. And we're gonna move on. Wait. I think there's a comment under it. No, there's not. Okay, there isn't. Okay. All right. Amber. Amber. You know I appreciate your comments. Amber has a very different perspective. And I like her. I like her comments. They're a little bit different from the usual ones. So I was pleasantly surprised with this chapter. I honestly thought they were going to get a summary with a collage of different character reactions to the deaths of the family heads, followed by a time skip. And we kind of did get that, but we got the immediates, right? So we did get reactions to Traumary's death, but we got the ones that her, excuse me, the ones that were in the area. So like Robodon, the soldiers. Yama didn't really give a reaction because he's kind of traumatized. We got Jin Song with Bomb. We did get the immediate ones, but the reverberating ones around the tower that'll probably come next, right? Um, but instead of Siu gives us meaningful interactions and a lot of good groundwork to where the storyline is headed next. True. I'm extraordinarily happy that Bomb is back already, at least for now. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for some much needed exposition for the V and Arlen backstory. Preferably V explaining the Bomb the backstory, what exactly happened when it comes to Bomb, his birth, his death, and his rebirth and removal from the tower. Well said, and that's what I want. That conversation has to happen. Um, When it comes to Bomb and V, I'm also hoping we're going to get a father training his son. I also think it's going to be a kind of fun see them switch on, switch off which one of them is to control the body. Though, admittedly, that would probably get tiresome quickly. I agree, but I also don't think it's going to be as fatherly as we think. I don't think it's going to be that fatherly. I also started to hope that Bomb and V would work together and pull an Inryu by create a new body for V with Shinsu. That's interesting. I can't see it, but that's an interesting perspective. Okay. So basically create life with Shinsu and as if it was speculated as it was speculated and Ryu did. Okay. I didn't think about that, but okay. Hmm. Honestly, I think it's more wild cardy to have V inside a bomb, but I see what you mean. Okay. Um, I love seeing how both Kun, Maria, and Anik. I would love to see. I would love to get Kun AA's backstory with Maria and his family as well. Admittedly, Kun is my second favorite character, just barely above Adori. Adori's your favorite character? Well, okay. And Kun's your favorite, second favorite. Interesting. Hmm. My favorites fluctuate, and they definitely have changed since the last time I did a ranking stream. Yeah, I'm not sure who my favorite is now. Maybe we gotta do another ranking favorite character stream. We might need to. If y'all want that, let me know. Of course, a chapter that features three different princesses could also be hinting to the princess storyline. True. Hope your recovery is going well. Thank you for the video. Thanks, Amber. I like your comment. Well said. All right, Loki. My boy Loki. Loki says, Urek realizes his failure, which is gonna make him more dangerous next time he sees Leslie. Okay. Yeah, Gusting is weird as fuck. For telling his followers to do something, then go back and being like, you're probably you're y'all are traitors. That's kind of goofy to me. It seems to me that they were the most loyal. That's a good point. So you remember what I said earlier that they were talking about punishing the Proust is talking about punishing Pobidao members who were traitors. Technically speaking, they were kind of the most loyal because they were trying to fulfill the other side of the goal that Gusting ultimately wanted. So yeah, um, you know who is a good character? The boy who be sleeping a lot, who's always in the cover. Oh, you talking about he's in Blossom's family. What's Blossom's family name? What's Blossom's family name? I can't think of it. Yeah, I know Blossom's family name, but yeah, he's in Blossom's family. Um, what's his? Does his name start with an L? I forget. I forget what his name is, but I know it starts with an L. I think. All right. I wanted to see the tower's general population reaction, but they may not yet. That may come later. Jensong, I feel like was kind of pissed, but not surprised at all. I think he was surprised. I don't know. He was pissed, but I think he was surprised. I mean, we know there are some princesses that have no family ties to the family heads, like Princess Adori. Well, we don't know Endorsi's. We don't know where Endorsi comes from. So that's the thing. We don't know what family she's attached to. Um, it's assumed that she comes from a family, but we don't actually know. Um, it's a little bit unprecedented that a regular that comes from like the tower is able to like become a Zahara princess. Is kind of like really unprecedented. I don't know if we've ever even seen anything like that. Um, but I don't know. All right, moving on. I would like Gustain to train Kun and his friends, but to train Kun and friends, but I feel like they do a training arc. He may have Dumas do it instead. True. Dumas training Kun would be lit. I would love to see that. Um, what I don't want is like a bomb escape arc, but what I feel like is going on is that V can take over whenever he wants, but they may turn into a Fug and Princess arc. Maria's character, straight up a coon personality, destroys shit first and asks questions later from the survivors. Yes, I think so too. That's a good way to put it. Also, where is Hawa Ryun? Not only did we not get her reaction, but I'm willing to bet she knew about V. Where is Hawa Ryun? She kind of led us down this path. We got to see her reaction, right? I wonder if she goes to Gustang's ship. I think Bomb is having his Neo moment right now. Is that really air you're breathing? uh, that yeah, that's a great metaphor. Chapter was if you guys aren't familiar with Matrix, then I don't know if you understand this, but that's a great metaphor. Chapter was 7.5 out of 10. Art is still on point. Well said. People who keep saying bomb escape arc, my thing is escape where V is literally barring his body, and um, they call it coming from the inside the house. True. Erock, yeah, that's what I mean. I seen the manga where they do a whole arc where the dude escapes, but he really didn't escape because it was all in his head type thing. I hope that's not what's going on here. It used as a way to be an author, but sometimes also makes you wonder what's going on. Okay, just reading those tidbits. So thank you, Erock and Loki, for your comments. All right, Electric City. I wonder what Hindolog Blood Matters react. So this was what I was talking about. Blood Matters' reaction to Trom's passing will be since Trom called him a friend and even tried to capture Yuhan's song to give him over to Blood Matter. So yeah, this is what I mean. People think that Blood Matter is going to have a reaction here. I don't know, man. I really don't know if Blood Matter is going to have a reaction here. If it is, it's got to be during the meeting. Like I would love to see during the meeting with Zahar and the family heads, Blood Matter kind of like I can see like Blood Matter stepping out of the shadows and saying like, okay, so when do we kill Gustang? Like that would be fire. I would love to see that, but I don't know if that's what's gonna happen. I don't think none of us know, but there's gonna be a family head type of meeting that has to happen. But I can see like if Blood Matter is truly Gustang's friend, then he has to do something of that nature. Sleepy. Sleepy says, yes, she's alive. See you spare your girl Hugo. Some people really like Hugo. I did not care for Hugo, but hey. Oh, and it's called a lance. Right, right. Maria's weapon. The real victim who suffered in this war is the market team. How can with the name of the Jihad and the 10 family head leader because 9 doesn't sound that cool. True. True, 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 true. I guess there are some legally questions. Like what's going to happen to the remaining living Lobopia family, mainly the twin princesses? Would they now be known as Pobidal's princesses or have their title and status revoked? True. What does happen to them? I think they probably stay with Lobadan though. Nothing. They probably go with Lobadan. I don't know if their journey to climb the tower ends, but I'm not sure what will happen with them. Their goal might their new goal might have to be to become Zahar's wife. So maybe they join Machini's side and maybe try to help collecting the 13. With no family here, it's kind of weird now, right? So I just feel like something terrifying. And I hope Karaka never meets V because if because he has one of the rings, which one of the keys, Karaka, my boy. True. True. I wonder if V does know about the red rings and if he does something to Karaka about it. That would be interesting. Okay, that's enough. I didn't think about that. Okay, I know Yama and Cha have to fight the Red Dumb people, specifically Ratna Grind spacesuit people. Honestly, I hope they will get severely tamed and folded like laundry, excluding Karaka. Quite frankly, I like dumb people better slayers. So I think Robodon's a part of that camp too. So Robodon, Cha and Yama, they have to be together, and I think they have to take on the Revs. I think that's their objective would be. Jerry, if CU sends Urek to get Bomb back, who is to stop him? Uh, less like, less like, less like can stop him. But I don't think it's in his interest to do it right now. Um, that's a significant event, and you don't want to necessarily start a war with FUG um, right now if you're Urek. You already kind of showed your face and you kind of got involved with Family Head Matters when you weren't going to. Like a portion of like honestly, a portion of this could be blamed on Urek to be honest. Like if Zahar and them wanted to blame Urek's group for kind of getting involved in this, like who's to say Urek interfering like may have had a detriment effect on Trauma like winning the fight. We know it didn't, but all they want to be involved in Family Head shenanigans. So I actually I'm not even sure right now. He stopped him twice in one sitting. Damn, I never know when you are online, my bro. Yo, no name, what's up, my boy? Yeah. Since I'm kind of off work for a month. Since I'm healing with my back, which is starting to bother me a little bit, but I've gone an hour and 30 minutes, so I'm doing pretty well. I'm gonna finish up the comments and probably hop off. But we're doing pretty well, so I'm surprised I stayed on this long. So, but what's up, no name? But yeah, I am going to start to speed through this a little bit, guys, because I am getting a little bit uncomfortable. So sorry. Um, all right, Hugo. Hugo, Ichigo says, Hugo surviving his ass. I don't really care for Hugo, so it doesn't bother me too much. It just proves yet again that CU likes to spy and to kill off fan favorites. Is she a fan favorite? Y'all really fuck with Hugo like that, bruh? Damn, maybe I don't know shit. Everyone was going ooh and ah over Hugo and her silly behavior. Somehow she survives Urek's attack because of Matt. Because of Matt. Okay. No way if she survives the gusting scripture. Um, Michael definitely has to survive. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I hope Michael survives. I fuck with some Michael. Um, I'll call bullshit if she managed to survive and Michael couldn't, especially if Matt was the reason for her to survive. That attack happened so fast. According to the character profile for Urek, his Shinsu can go fast as light. You mean to tell me Maria or Matt moved faster than light to save Hugo? I don't think that was a light speed attack. Well, actually, it kind of was. The ship was trying to get away and he attacked it, so it didn't. Ooh. You have a point there. You might have a point there, each. I was hoping V would have control for longer. Bomb got boring a while ago already. True, Bomb has been a little bit controversial to say the least in the last couple chapters. Before V came, his whole thing with the global Pia and becoming global Pia Bomb and shit. Hope he'll get better, but somehow I doubt it. He'll just go on and hope and go on about rejoining his boring friends. I mean, he already started. He literally woke up and asked about those trash. Damn, each you ain't sparing them, huh? By the looks of Jin Song, he might end up being some betrayer later on to help Bomb escape. But there is no escape though because V is inside of him. That's kind of what people were kind of saying. Sleepy or whoever said, or I think was it Sleepy or Borzy kind of saying said that there's really no really escape for him because his dad's inside of him. So where is he gonna escape to? By the looks of Jin Song, he might end up being some betrayer later. Oh, I said that. Okay, all right. Yeah. So we kind of already said that. Can't open the Discord. Oh yeah, yeah. I reposted that, so I don't know if you saw that Ichiwa, but I did repost the join the Discord thread. It should be in my community post. So yeah. Boy, take that do rag off. Punch made jet. No. But I'm not gonna like that comment, but my I guess my do rag was hanging a little crazy in the review, but whatever, right? RJ says, I believe that they will follow up on how Gusting Sin led to his biggest regret after his daughter. This will lead us to a Dream Realm arc, and the Dream Realm arc will learn more about the princesses. Dream Realm. This was when the team will meet up again and they will need Bob to help stop or join the Princess War. Dream Realm. The Dream Realm part is throwing me off. They will lead us to a Dream Realm arc. In the Dream Realm arc, we will learn more about the princesses. I'm not understanding the Dream Realm part. You may have to explain it a little bit more, RJ. Um, all right. I think that's it for the comments. Yep. All right. That's it for the comments. Yeah. Going back to the live scene. So yeah. Um, what else we got in here? Any comments? Anything you guys want me to attack real quick before I hop off? I want to see Bomb's companions continue to grow. Bomb is number one, but I want Bomb to almost be creating his own 10 out of 13 great warriors. He has a lot of strong and unique allies, but no one has developed a rack. Some people think that Kuhn's gonna take the spell route since he was using spells in this last fight that he had with Dumas. I don't really care for the spell thing, but I hope that doesn't become his thing. His whole thing has always been his brain, his wit. So I hope he uses that. But I agree with you. I do want to see Bomb like kind of get his own crew, but he has to recruit some people, right? So um, yeah. But yeah, anything else you guys want me to cover before I hop off here today? Tomorrow, I'm streaming tomorrow. Okay. Again, I'll say it for anybody who missed it. Join the Discord. Post in my Civil War thread your favorite chapter, your favorite art panel that doesn't have to be in the same chapter, but your favorite art panel. So, for instance, if your favorite chapter was chapter 605, but your favorite panel was Urek punching Lustlek with those Gorgon fists, then that's that. But and then your least favorite chapter, okay? Or post it in the community post. I made a community post where you can post it as well. So Discord or community post, post your favorite chapter, your favorite art, your least favorite chapter. Okay. I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna try to stream for a little while tomorrow to talk about the war arc. So this is only for the war arc. So between chapter 551 and 651. So I hope everybody who's in here now can join me for that tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun stream. We're gonna just talk about everything that happened in the entire war arc, and those chapters in particular that were really good. So yeah. If you guys have nothing else, I'm gonna hop off here. Go rest my back a little bit. Thanks to everybody for joining. I see we have 15. Like the video, share it to any TOG spaces that you're aware of and know about. I appreciate all you guys again. Thank you for the well wishes, and I am getting better day by day. So, you guys take care. Have a good weekend. If you're not going to join the stream tomorrow, okay? Well, wait. I see one OBGYN. I see before I leave. I want to see lore dumps on the scale of hidden flora of death. A ton of stuff that's happened without enough exposition. I felt like we got a lot of that during the war arc. I felt like we did get a lot of that during the war arc. But we can go over some of those chapters um tomorrow. So